Hey everyone, how's it going? I am iamxeracon and I am back once again. I recently watched Venom Let There Be Carnage for the first time. Now, some of you might be thinking, dude, are you only just seeing this movie now? It came out 2 years ago. And to answer that question, yes. I borrowed it from my local library where I could watch it for free and not have to worry about if I would enjoy it or not. Well, directly after finishing the movie, I actually thought it was pretty decent. It's not anything great or anything, but it's not horrible either. However, the more I thought about what I watched, the more problems I had with it. I'm not going to go over all of them, but there's one glaring issue that I had that I really want to talk about. And I guess I should state that there will be spoilers in case you haven't seen the film yet and you don't want anything spoiled. With that out of the way, here it is. Near the climax of the film, Carnage is trying to kill Anne to get at Eddie, but Shriek tells him that it's too much because she's an innocent civilian. I'm going to come back to this, but I want to fast forward a little bit. The Carnage symbiote has been devoured by Venom, and Cletus is being held up by Venom. He tells Eddie that the latter never listened to him, and was considered the closest thing to family apart from Shriek, and that family is all that he wanted. Well, what's the problem here? These moments completely contradict with how these characters have behaved during the entire film. I'm going to start with Cletus because he's the least offensive of the two. He talked about how he wanted a family, yet murdered his own family as a child. Granted, he stated that his family members were abusive toward him, but still. He also wanted Eddie to listen to him, but also fed him false information during the interviews that he had. Yes, some of it was to send cryptic information to Shriek, and some of it was to prevent the bodies of his victims from being found, but he wasn't being straight at all. Who knows, maybe my understanding of how family communication works is incorrect, but I don't think speaking in riddles is how you do it. I could be wrong though, so I should apologize to my family for not giving vague hints about my feelings or previous actions. But jokes aside, despite how contradictory Cletus is in the end, he is at the end of the day a deranged serial killer, so his logic probably isn't the most sound. Still, I hope the writers weren't expecting us to feel some kind of sympathy for him after everything he did. Venom's response, while profane, after biting his head off was accurate. For Frances though, she has no excuse for her complete 180 change of character. She has been accepting of her boyfriend killing multiple innocent civilians who had families during his criminal career prior to his arrest. And it's not like she didn't know. She had access to newspapers, and the director of Ravencroft made sure to constantly gloat if she saw that it would irritate Frances. Even then, Carnage had racked up his kill count as he freed her from Ravencroft. She even partook of the carnage, pun intended. And going way back near the start of the film when she was being transferred to Ravencroft from St. Estes, she attacked a young Officer Mulligan with the intent to kill. Mulligan was merely assigned with assisting with transferring her over. He had no idea about who she was or why she was being transferred. You can't even make an argument like comparing him with the security and guards at Ravencroft. It was just an unlucky day for him. All that aside, when he shot her, it was in self-defense. He was fully justified. Yet she has the gall to hate him for that? It's funny, because while she's trying to kill him near the end, she mentions an eye for an eye. But how about an ear for an ear since she caused him to have hearing problems? It's because of all this, her suddenly caring about the value of one life because of plot reasons is nonsensical. Where did this sense of morality come from? She didn't have this before. Maybe she got it while she decided to get melanin. I don't know. Either way, her inconsistency left a worse taste in my mouth than Cletus because she was the more rational and sane of the two. Overall, I wish that the two didn't have this final act morality, so their characters were at least more consistent in the film. But that will do it for today. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. I have a few quick announcements. First, I kept forgetting to mention this in my previous few videos, but I have game keys for Code Vein and Alan Wake Collector's Edition. These are Steam keys via Humble Bundle. I will leave these in the description below. Feel free to claim them. And lastly, episode 6 of the Orange Box podcast released yesterday. Feel free to check that out. In it, the Frozen Gamer 87 and I discussed the Steam Deck OLED, live service games from both Sony and Warner Brothers, and more. I'll also leave a link to the channel in the description. So, until next time everyone, I am iamxeracon signing off. Have a good one.